We have breaking news this transfer deadline day out of Queen of the South, where manager Aussie Villain has attempted to sign every professional player in Europe. Now, for more, we crossed live to local reporter Willie Melgrew. And Willie, we witnessed some disturbing scenes earlier today. I can't believe the scenes from earlier today as all the signings tried to get into the wee training ground. Now, I don't know how Villain is going to get all the wee signings into his team. It's a disgrace. It's a Scotland disgrace. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome back to The Impossible Dream with Queen of the South. It's season 3, it's episode 2 as we look to win the Champions League with our Scottish team. And today, 2 games. It is Livingston in the league, who we of course finished behind. They were 6th, we were 7th in the league last season. And then it's Celtic, and that is always a big test, isn't it? But transfer deadline day has come and gone. The window is closed, the summer window, and you'll be pleased to see we are overspending on the wage budget. That means signings have been made. And I went a little bit silly on deadline day. So let's have a look at the 7 signings that we made. Actually, I tell a lie. There was 6 on deadline day. We had already signed Cameron McPherson from St Mirren. He is our new right back. Ignore what it says there. He is very good. The only thing he lacks is physically a little bit. But mentally, technically, he is fantastic. And yeah, 51 grand we paid for him, potentially going up to 62. I forget what the add-ons are, but he is, I'm really excited. He will take us into Europe, I'm hoping anyway, as a right back, and then he can easily play in midfield as well. So I think a really good signing. And you can see the 51 grand we paid for him. He's worth 3 or 4 times that already, and we're paying him $1,300 a week in terms of a wage. Now we get to the deadline day signings. First of those was Ross Doohan, a goalkeeper. We signed him from Livingston. He's on £900 a week as a backup. We signed him for £7.5 thousand, and yeah, so that is what it is. He's here as a backup. We sent Louis B out on loan to Adronians, I think it is. So Ross Doohan will come in and provide good backup for Eastwood. He's not quite as good. If we have a look at the comparison here, he's not quite as good as Eastwood, but he's certainly Eastwood in the blue and Doohan in the green. But he's certainly decent. He's at least Premiership level, and that is excellent. The next signing. And this one I am excited about. Shakir Omar. What a player he looks to be. On loan from Atalanta. We are not paying a cent for him. And we have a potential. We could buy him for 1.9 million at the end of the season. Now, are we going to have 1.9 million? I would highly doubt that. But this guy is just the best player, I think. Well, no, he's not as good as Tevez. I'm telling a lie there, and I'm getting excited and carried away. But he's really good. As I say, he's from Atalanta. You can see he's had a decent start with us as well. He was playing in Serie C, was it, last season? And I don't know what he was doing down there, because he is, well, he's very decent, isn't he? The next signing, we needed another Australian. Lachlan Brook we have signed. Now, we've signed him to be a left winger for us. Another left-footed left wing option. He's not too bad physically. He's not too bad all round. He's 22 years old. We signed him on a free transfer. He was released by Brentford. He's on £1,300 a week, signing as a fringe player. Now, he had played once in the Championship for them. Was at Adelaide United, before that in the A-League where he's played. So he hasn't played much, and I suspect he may not play much for us this first season. But I don't know. I think there's a very decent left winger in there. So we're going to retrade him and see how far he can go. The next signing is Kieran McKenna. We signed him from Partick Thistle. He is a little bit of cover for us at centre-back. He's quite good in the air, which is what I like about him. We didn't really have that towering centre-back, and I felt like that was something we needed, particularly when we have some teams in the division that play Route 1. I just thought that would be a useful thing to have. He's not the slowest either. He's got good determination. Positioning could use some work, and we can work on that with him. He can cover at right back as well, but he's got all the basic stats there that you need from a defender. 43 grand was the fee, and well, we came up against him in the Championship. He's been a good Championship player, and I see no reason why he couldn't provide adequate backup in the Premiership as well. Next up, it's another loan signing. It's Amir Feretovic we've got in from Roma. Again, we're not paying a cent. It's a little bit more cover at centre-back. We have sold Nditi. He's gone off to St Mirren for 40 grand. I'll show you him again in just a second. So it gives us 5, I think, now really decent centre-backs. He's not the quickest, but again, he's a towering centre-back. I kind of had this deal done before I went in for McKenna, and then I decided I'd get them both and sell Nditi, so that's what we've done. He has not played much. He's played a little bit in Serie A, and to be fair, last season, the game he did play, he played okay, so we'll see how he gets on again, but yeah, we're not paying anything for him, so how bad can he be? And the final signing is one that I made. I'll admit I made it blind. It was a deadline day one where the agent came to me. The deadline day thing in this the new deadline day is amazing, by the way. Really, really recommend doing it. I have never done it before, but I tried it and it's a lot of fun. Yeah, so the agent came to me with this guy, and I think we might have done ourselves a nice little bargain here. We signed him from Peterhead. We sent him back there on loan for the rest of the year. Physically, he's not obviously good in the air. He's not the strongest, but he's fairly quick. He's got decent composure, good off the ball movement, can finish, dribble, and head the ball as well. We've paid nothing for him. We've paid £1,000 for him. Now, it does go up to 21 if he plays 50 games and scores 50 goals. But like I say, I think we might have found ourselves a decent player at 19. I'm excited to see what becomes of him. But like I say, he's one for next season because we've sent him off on loan back to Peterborough for this season. Now, the outs that we've done, as I said, Roberto Nditi has gone off 40 grand to St Mirren. He just doesn't quite... Physically and mentally, he's not bad. He doesn't have the technical stats to be a defender. He wants to be an important player for us. He played well. I'm not going to sit here and badmouth him, but I just feel like we could have done better. And 40 grand, you know what? I'll take it and run. And then the other one, as I say, gone out on loan is Louis B. He's gone off to get first team football. He needs it if he's going to develop. But I'm just starting to think that we're not actually going to really ever see the best of him. So that is the end of a very, very busy summer window. We spent 210 grand. We got 40 grand back. So what's that? 170,000 net spend. And, well, we've got a lot of players in. I think we've got some good players in there as well. Now, there's some games to catch you up on, of course. We had a stunning start to the season, drawing at Ibronx last episode. So we'll start the catch up with the next game in the league, which was versus Hearts. The only goal came late for Hearts. So a really, really disappointing result. I don't think we deserved to lose the game. XG kind of tells you it was very even. They did have more shots, but it was a game that probably deserved to be 0-0, to be honest. It didn't deserve a goal. And unfortunately for us, it got one, but it went into our net. This next game to catch you up on, it was in the league again against Dundee. We fell behind midway through the first half. Omar played in Bishop in first half stoppage time to draw us level, before McPherson's cross found its way to Omar to put us ahead. And a good team move was finished by Morton to seal the points. So yeah, Omar is quite good, it turns out. Now, we started in a 4-4-2. We went back to last season's formation when they scored, and annoyingly, having spent a lot of time looking for and signing wingers, I think last season's formation is still the best way to play a lot of the teams. I think this is going to work out with Rangers and Celtic and sitting the two midfielders back. But when all's said and done, I may have wasted my time signing wingers this season. But there we go. A big 3 points on the road as well, which is always nice. And the final game to catch you up on was against Aberdeen. Bishop played in Roy to give us a second half lead. And McPherson's cross was flicked on by Iakoviti for Omar, before Aberdeen pulled one back. So again, we started in the 4-4-2, switched it up and looked a lot better. And I mean, we deserved to win the game. XG would maybe suggest otherwise, but of course there's a penalty involved in that as well. So I think we, in my unbiased opinion, and it obviously is unbiased, I thought we just about shaded it. So yeah, that's a good result. And if we look at the league table, we are high-flying, nosebleeds all round. We are third in the league, only a point back of Rangers and 3 of Celtic. Now, goal difference is maybe a little bit different. But that result against Hearts, if we could have maybe snuck a win there as well, we could find ourselves joint top of the league this time. But anyway, we're still going very, very well. Ross County as well is off to a flyer. But we've got Livingston first up. They are sitting in 6th where they were last season. Then, of course, Celtic as well. So a lot to look forward to here. Let's have a look at what we're doing. We're expecting a 4-2-3-1 from them. And I think I'm going to keep faith with this. I do want it to work, but I wouldn't be at all surprised if I give up and change halfway through. So it's Eastwood in goal. It's Areo, it's Iakoviti, Olafonwa, and McPherson as the back four. Fitzpatrick, Cochrane, Goss, and McAllister, who's still learning that position. So we're going to be a little bit patient with him in that, but you can see he hasn't played particularly well. It's going to be Bishop and Omar going up top. They have looked very, very good at times, as has Ali Roy, which kind of, again, suggests we should be going back to last year's formation, but we'll stick with it. All right, so we can see the team sheets there. I don't recognize too many names there that have haunted us in the past. We're on a good run. Let's keep it going, shall we? Yeah, I think I can get on board with that. Hopefully that's not putting too much pressure on them. I've been trying to take as much pressure off them as possible. All right, and here we go. They are also in decent form there. And this is a big test again to see where we've improved from last season. Have we been a little bit lucky? I think we deserved to beat Dundee. I don't think there was too much doubt about that. The Aberdeen game probably could have gone either way. The Hearts game probably could have gone either way. So yeah, we'll see exactly where we stand. I think out of the after this one. Just change those things around. And yeah, so that'll give us, like I said, we'll have a good idea. I mean, I don't know whether this formation is just taking a little bit of time for it to gel, or if it is just not quite working for us. Yeah, I'm still sort of playing around with it and learning, I suppose, how our players play in it, but we're just not creating anything, are we? All right, so let's try raising the tempo. See if that works for us. Encourage the boys. And, I mean, you'd say we're looking fairly solid defensively. I don't think, well, without the highlight, but we've got one now. Goss, over the top, looking for Fitzpatrick. Can he whip that cross in? Omar is there, as is Bishop. It's towards Omar. It's down to Bishop. Oh, he keeps it and he does well. It's back for McAllister. And Kyle McAllister gets his first for the club. Excellent stuff. It's 1-0, and that is huge. It gives us something to protect now. And Bishop actually did really, really well here, didn't he? He would have been tempting to try and turn that goalwards, but he kept his composure. And McAllister, he is naturally a striker, so he sort of pulled in off that left-hand side, didn't he, into a really good position and tucked it away. Arroyo. Now, we've had a word to him about his recent form. It's not been great. He is going to take some time to settle in, and he is young as well, so I'm going to have a little bit of patience with him. Cracking ball from Cochrane. He's brought it down nicely. Oh, and Omar on his left foot, I think, which maybe let him down a little bit there. He is right-footed, so perhaps that's an excuse for him. But look at us up there, second in the league as things stand. Yeah, let me know what you guys think of the signings. I did go a little bit silly on deadline day, but I don't think, with maybe the exception of Brooks, I don't think there's any silly signings there. I think we've got two good goalkeepers now. I think we've got good depth at centre-back. And it's 1-1. Oh, we've just gone in front as well. I think we maybe have too many strikers, but I couldn't say no to signing Omar. So I don't regret signing him. If there's a regret to be had, it's maybe loaning in Josh Thomas, but we're not paying him a fortune. I think it was at £600-700 a week, so it's not the end of the world. And it looks, oh no, it's not going to be 1-1 at the break. We have another highlight. Can we win that, please? Cochrane does his best, but it falls to the Livingston player. McAllister tracks back. Got the overlap there. McAllister's working hard and does brilliantly. It deflects into Eastwood's arms. And as the first half continues to wind down, what is going to become of this highlight? Goss on the ball. Brings a wonderful pass out there to Fitzpatrick. Can Omar or Bishop make a run? Can Fitzpatrick find them? What's he going to do? He gets down to the byline, crosses it back. It's a horrible goalkeeping error. And Colby Bishop restores our lead in first half stoppage time. It's a howler from the keeper, an absolute howler. It wasn't a there wasn't too much that Fitzpatrick could have done differently, to be honest. He just maybe didn't quite catch the crosses he would have liked. And it's a stinking one from the goalkeeper. Bishop was not going to miss that, was he? And it is 2-1. And that will be half. I tell you what, 3 shots on target and 3 goals. That is not saying much for the quality of goalkeeping in this game, is it? Finger pointing. Don't get complacent, boys. We're doing okay. But it's obviously still very much on a knife edge, this game. Can we go and now see this out? That will be the big question, obviously. We've got an apprehensive-looking Omar up top, which isn't really what we want. And we're getting a good performance out of McAllister, which is goal-assisted, obviously, but I think it shows that he is starting to learn that left side of midfield role that we need him to learn if we're going to play this formation and play it the way that I'd like to play it. We'll just keep praising it. It's not been a great game, has it? I mean, every highlight's been a goal just about, so at least we're not wasting time watching pointless highlights, I suppose. And do we need to change anything? Omar's looking apprehensive. That's no use to us. So let's get Ali Roy on up there. And we've got some defending to do as Omar tracks away. And it's 2-2. And apparently we need to do some work on defending free kicks again. Roy, I wonder... Look at Roy. I wonder... Don't make subs from defensive set pieces. I wonder if that's what's happened there. It certainly looked very suspicious, didn't it? And I mean, how was I to know? How was I to know that was going to happen at a defensive set piece? But it's looking like it could be about to go the way of a draw, this one. So let's go back to last year's formation and see what we can do. So Fitzpatrick goes off for Morton. We'll switch those around. We will switch McAllister and Colby around, I think. Normally, Omar would stay up top with Roy, and Bishop would drop back in and McAllister would come off. But we'll leave it like that for now. McPherson's not having a great game, which is the first time, to be honest. So we'll bring Bradley on. We know he's a good attacking option out there. And let's see if we can go and get a goal late to claim all 3 points on the road. It doesn't look like it's going to happen, is it? Come on, boys. Come on. I guess we don't want to lose it, do we? But it's a game you feel like we probably should have won that one. But we are forced to share the points. It's disappointing. So there we go. We had the early kickoff, the Friday night game, and we stay in third. And I wonder if I did maybe just put a little bit too much pressure on them in that team talk. But anyway, guys, wait right there. We face Celtic next. And if we take a point in that one, we'll be delighted, won't we? Okay, welcome back. We're getting ready to face Celtic, and we're in the medical centre for a reason, and it's not a good reason. We are 2 players down for this one. First up, Harvey Arreo has picked up an injury, the left back, so he's going to miss it. Now, there are those that would say that's not a great shame considering how he's been playing so far, but he is supposedly one of our better players, so that is a loss. And the other one that we've lost, and this is huge, is Harry Cochrane, who has he's pulled an ab muscle. He's only out for a week or two, but the Celtic game falls in that week or two. So that means we have to bring somebody else in. He and Goss have a really good partnership in the centre of the park. So, yeah, we have to make an unnecessary or an unwanted change, let's say, for that. So let's have a look and see what we're doing here. We are expecting a defensive, same sort of thing Rangers played out against us, actually, a defensive 4-3-3, I would call that. And this is the team we're sending out. We're going with basically the same formation, albeit different players, to what we did with Rangers. So Eastwood in goal. Iakoviti is going to go over and play left back for us on this one. I want a defensively solid left back, so that's why we're not going to play Hendry. Hendry also hasn't played a game of football in months. Masonda, Olafunwa, and McPherson make up the rest of the back four. Morton is going to come in and replace Cochrane in the starting lineup next to Goss. They have a bit of a match-up, which is good. It'll be Fitzpatrick and McAllister continuing in wide areas. Bishop and Omar continuing up top. And let's see what we can do here. Alright, so we can see the team sheet. Once again, it's Aussie Villain versus Aussie Ange, and he has, well, soundly beaten us every time so far, hasn't he? There's no pressure on you here, boys. Just go out there and have some fun and try not to get smashed. Was it in the semi-finals? Was it 6 in the end or 5? In the Scottish Cup final, of course. So hopefully we won't have a repeat of that. But this is our place. We're at Palmerston Park. And let's hope we can put up a show. Or at least not get smashed anyway. Let's give them some encouragement here. We saw against Rangers, we didn't really offer a threat ourselves, but we did limit what they could do to us. Now, I think Celtic are arguably a better side in the game here than what Rangers are. Certainly, they've won more of the trophies than what Rangers have. We've got a set piece to defend here. We did work on this in training in between the games, and you wouldn't know it, McPherson, because you've just stood there and watched him score. I almost stuck Olafunwa over there, which is what we had done against social distancing defending is what that is, isn't it? That's what we did against Rangers, of course, was we had Olafunwa. But with Iakoviti moving out to left back, I didn't want to have two completely new defenders in the middle, but maybe that's what we should have done. And suddenly we're down to 6th in the league, and it all looks like it's going a little bit wrong for us. I mean, at some point we may need to change what we're doing here and have a bit more of a go at them. Although, to be honest, 1-0 and keeping the goal difference positive might just be okay. But here we go. Let's see if we can put some pressure on them here. Can we win that? No, McPherson is... Oh, he's done okay there. He's done well there. I mean, McPherson, he's more of a natural there than what Blair Spittle is, and he has better attributes, but he is still learning the position as well. Morton sends a ball forward for Fitzpatrick. Is he clear of the defence? He is. Fitzpatrick! He ties it up. It's 1-1. Eden Fitzpatrick with his second of the season. And just like that, we have pegged Celtic back, and it is 1-1. Excellent goal. Morton... Look at that pass, beautifully brought down through the legs of the defender as well, I think. And what a finish from Aiden Fitzpatrick. We almost got rid of him last season. McAllister's got a knock. That's no good. Let's get Lachlan Brook on for him as he starts to learn that position. It's no better time to learn a position than against Celtic, is there? Callan Gribben, you'll see he's nervous. He's proving to be a difficult character. He is the worst trainer every week, and he doesn't like criticism. So I'm currently in the process of just trying to get him back on board. Keep going, we can win this? Yeah, let's go with that. So just like praising his conduct every week instead of criticizing his training. And I'm hoping that, you know, maybe we'll win him around and he will sort of, I don't know, start training and actually putting effort in. We've got a corner to defend. Now, if we concede another set-piece goal, I will be annoyed. Now, Fitzpatrick could get to that. He's got Brook with him. And can Brook make a run? Fitzpatrick has kind of done really well, actually, in the end. He has a go! And I tell you why, it wasn't a mile away, was it? Shakir Omar, disappointingly, has shown up on YouTube and frozen somewhat. Goss isn't having a great game in there either. Everybody I've praised, basically, is not showing up today. Another set piece to defend. Let's take Omar off for Roy. Oh, don't. Oh, it's an own goal, is it? No, Masonda off the goal line. It's still there, though, not cleared. Can we get... Oh, it's all right. Eastwood falls on it. And that ends the highlight. Iakoviti with a throw towards Ali Roy. Down for Brook. Back to Iakoviti. Good ball through there for Roy. Brooks continued his run, but not being picked up. Morton finds Roy now. Can't quite find Fitzpatrick. Hacked forward. And is that Celtic under a little bit of pressure at the back, perhaps? Masonda now on the board to Iakoviti. Masonda across to Olafunwa. Morton. Bishop makes a nice little run. It's a good ball for Fitzpatrick, for Roy. Back to Fitzpatrick. Ali Fitzpatrick. No, it's Ali Roy. It's Aiden Fitzpatrick, and we've got a corner. Goss to take. Can we find a Queen head in there? Oh, not quite. And are we going to get done up the other end now? McPherson is there. Don't get yourself sent off. He does okay. Morpie continues his run, though. He has a terrible habit of scoring against us. McPherson's done quite well, though. Run him out wide. Somebody's go over there. There's no one at the back post, though, because McPherson should be there. And is that Norman has launched one into the Celtic fans behind the goal. Let's just keep encouraging them. We have been second best, but... Well, if we're second best and take a point, I, for one, will not be complaining. Masonda's not having a great game. One thing I'm thinking I might need to start and do is organise some friendlies for the reserves to play in. Masonda's absolutely knackered. So it will be a debut for Feratovic. How many subs have we made? That'll be 3, won't it? Brook, Roy, and yeah, Feratovic. Just keep encouraging them. Feratovic is looking nervous. We're all looking nervous. Don't be nervous, guys. It's fine. Jakoviti with a pass there. Goss. Feratovic back to Goss. Wide for Olafunwa. Back to Goss. Oh, just don't do something stupid. There's a decent pass to find Fitzpatrick. Oh, he's gone down. It's going to be a red card. Well, he's managed to not give away a penalty or a goal there, but he has got himself sent off. And with about 7 minutes to play, we've got a man advantage over Celtic. And we've got a free kick in a decent position. Are we going to see it? Goss, he plays it across. It's headed away. Feratovic, who is good in the air. It's a shame he couldn't have got a little bit closer to that. Brook. Back to Jakoviti, to Brook. Is there a left winger? That's a cracking ball. Bishop! Oh, it's a good save from their goalkeeper. And let's tell him to focus. Oh, we don't want to lose against 10 men, though. That's the thing, isn't it? Oh, Brook should pick that up. He does. Celtic are under massive pressure all of a sudden. McPherson picks that up. Space to stride forward into. Oh, it's a penalty! Fitzpatrick has been needlessly dragged down. It's going to be Goss to take it. And can he give us the lead in the 88th minute against Celtic? Come on, Sean. Please, please, please. Please. Goss. He sends the keeper the wrong way. And with 2 minutes to play, it is Celtic 1, the Queen of the South 2. And this is on. It is on. They're down to 10 men as well. Wonderful penalty from Goss. Goalkeeper went early, went the wrong way. And this has been a wonderful second half performance from us. Can we hold on to this now? 5 minutes of stoppage time. Where's that come from? Goss with a free kick. Can he wrap it up for us? It's a long way out. Goalkeeper with the save. What I don't want to do is go defensive, I don't think, because we have the man advantage. We want to keep them under pressure. But again, we might need this third goal. Look at Feratovic at that near post. He is the big aerial threat for us. It's over him towards the back post. Morpie is there, and he makes me nervous because he scores all the time against us. Fitzpatrick, just bring him down, mate. Just bring him. Oh, wonderful tackle. All right, let's close this thing down. Let's lower our tempo down. Let's do all this kind of stuff. And are we about to, for the first time, take points off Celtic? Let's leave that as it is. Oh, I didn't pause it. All right, let's just go defensive. Please, 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 please. Oh, we've got a free kick. Goss, can we steal it? Goss, it's good. It's Feratovic, and it's just over. 30 seconds to go, though. Surely there's no time. Blow it up, ref. Blow it up. 5 seconds to go. Don't do it. Goss, can he win it back? No. It's the man who gave away a penalty. There's the full-time whistle. And we have beaten Celtic 2-1. And we didn't not deserve it, although we had a penalty, which helps I'm choking out with emotion, which helps XG, of course. But we deserve at least a point from that. That was really good, and we haven't just got a point. We've taken all 3. So there we go. Suddenly we are 1 point off top. We are 4th, 1 point off top. It's a cracking race so far, 7 games in, isn't it? Well, it's looking as though this could be a decent season for us. McAllister's gone for about a week. That's okay. I tell you what, Brook actually looked okay out there, didn't he? And Feratovic made his debut along with Lachlan Brook, and they both, to be fair, looked quite decent. So a quick look again at what that means, and it is very, very tight at the top of the table. And we will be back next time for... What if we come back for St Johnstone away, who are currently 9th, and they were a good team last year, and then Rangers at home. So that is 2 more big games, and if we can beat Rangers at home, we've beaten Celtic at home. If we beat Rangers at home, maybe we're not in for the title, but Europe definitely is on. So let me know what you think of the transfers we've made. It's such a shame we didn't get the points against Livingston. We could have gone top if we'd beaten them. Anyway, that's all for next time, guys. Until then, I've been Aussie Villain. Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe. Did I say that? I can't remember. Take care. We beat Celtic. Go on.